Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you are fine. Today we are going to start our new lesson, the Weeping Princess 1, lesson number 12. Please keep your pencils in your hands to underline the hard words. Students, before proceeding towards the lesson, let's discuss something about the lesson. What do you think? What do you predict that the Weeping Princess is really someone who is weeping inside the story? Do you think so? What image about the Weeping Princess comes in your mind? Students, the Weeping Princess is a story about an unusual stamp, okay, which was discovered in the response of a hobby, as a result of a hobby, okay. The lesson revolves around a boy, Asim, and his uncle Mike, who has given him a big collection of his hobby, which is stamp collection. Let's read and see that what happens further in the story, how he reached to the Weeping Princess, and who exactly a Weeping Princess is. Okay? Keep your fingers from where I have started reading on your box. A shaft of light fell on Asim's face as he lay asleep in his room. Underline the word shaft. Shaft is a beam or a ray. He woke up. Suddenly, he sat up, rubbed his eyes and stretched. Underline the word stretched. When you get up early in the morning or whenever after sleep you get up, you stretched, you make wider or longer your arms, isn't it? The way you stretch your arms. He gave a big yawn and climbed out of bed. So, what we have read about Asim so far, that he was a boy and he was sleeping in his room. And he suddenly woke up. He rubbed his eyes and he even yawned again, but he climbed out of his bed. Asim was pleased that it was nice, bright day, but his friend Yasir had said he would come and play football with him. It was Sunday, so there was no school, but it had rained the whole week. So the boys were really looking forward to a game of football. He washed and dressed and then ran downstairs to the kitchen where his mother was making puris. Underline the word puris. Students, puris is a specific sort of bread, okay, and the delicious one. It is famous in Pakistan. So why did Asim get up this suddenly? Because he had planned with his friend Yasir that they will play football, but it was actually raining throughout the week, so they were not able to go to the ground. So what he did, he washed and dressed and then ran downstairs to his mother. Asim loved eating puris and always looked forward to breakfast on Sunday. So puris was a specific kind of breakfast that his mother used to prepare only on Sundays. As he was halfway through his breakfast, there was a loud crash and a deep rumbling sound from outside. Underline the word rumbling. Students, rumbling means a low or heavy continuous sound, like the sound of thunderstorm. That sounds like thunder, said his mother. I think we are going to have some more rain today. Asim left his food and ran outside. He looked up at the sky and his face grew sad. Why his face grew sad? Because he had planned with his friend Yasir that they will be playing in the ground today. Over the town to the west, there were huge thunderclouds moving towards his house. It will soon be raining here, he thought to himself, and then Yasir won't come. So, what he saw that huge thunderclouds, they were moving towards his house, and he had realized that even today they were not be able to play football. Turn the pages, please. Asim pushed his hands deep into his pockets and walked back to the house gloomily. Underline the word gloomily. Gloomily means unhappily or miserably. As he reached his doorstep, he heard the sound of a car. He turned to see an old Austin motor. Austin is the name of the car. Pull up outside his gate. A tall, grey-haired Englishman stepped out of the car. Asim ran to the gate to meet him. "Hello, Uncle Mike," he called as the Englishman walked through the gate. So what Asim has seen, he had heard the sound of an old Austin motor, which was the outside his gate, which was the car of Uncle Mike. So Asim was so pleased to see Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike was an old friend of Asim's father. He often came to see the family on Sunday, and it was usually at breakfast time because he loved puris too. He thought that Asim's mother was the best cook in the world. Students, is there any specific dish that you used to prepare, your mother used to prepare only some specific days or only in weekends? There must be. Similarly, puris is also a kind of, you can say, a kind of breakfast that Asim's mother seems to prepare only on Sundays. So who was Uncle Mike? What we came to know about him? That Uncle Mike was an old friend of Asim's father, and he was like a family member that he used to come on every now and then, especially at the time of breakfast. Uncle Mike held up a large brown packet. "Here you are, Asim. I have brought you a present." What is the meaning of present? Present here means a gift. He gave him the packet, and as soon as they got inside the house, Asim opened it. In it there was an old album and a metal box. Whatever can this be? What Uncle Mike handed over to him as a gift? It was an old album and a metal box. There were two things. He thought as he opened the box. So what he thought? Who thought? Asim thought in himself that what it could be. And when he opened the box, what he found? Stamps. He yelled. Underline the word yelled. Yelled means to scream or to shout, as the whole box tipped over. The hundreds of colorful stamps poured out onto the floor. In the album too, there were hundreds of stamps stuck in that neat rows on each page. So what he was yelling for? Why he was having jaw-dropped happiness or surprise? Because he had seen lots of stamps in that box, and even the album was to consist of hundreds of stamps stuck on their pages. "This," said Uncle Mike, "is my old stamp album. When I was young, I used to collect stamps. I thought that you would like them, as my own children are all grown up now and have gone abroad. And most of stamps are very common, ordinary ones, but I'm sure you will have lots of fun sorting them out. There are no really stamps in the collection. No really rare stamps in the collection. However, I am sure that if you continue to collect stamps, one day you will find a rare one." His eyes twinkled and he smiled at Asim. Underline the word twinkled. Twinkled means sparkling light. And students, what is the meaning of rare? Rare means not often found. Something that is very precious. Okay? So he is explaining more, Uncle Mike, to Asim, that the collection he was having He was young when he used to collect stamps, and as his own children all were grown up and they had gone abroad, so he thought that Asim was a capable person to have this hobby, and he said that one day you will get a rare stamp as well. See, there are few ordinary stones, and some of them are rare, isn't it? So even in stamps and even in all collections, there are few things that are rare, that are not oftenly found. Please, students, mark today's date here till Asim, and we will continue reading from here, inshallah, in our next class. Till then, stay blessed and goodbye, and read the lesson twice a time, okay? Goodbye.